A couple of games ago, Billy Amick said that the way the offense is producing has him really excited. Well, that excitement exploded earlier today in Game 1 of the Super Regionals against Evansville. In the first 3 innings of the game, Tennessee put up 3 separate home runs to get a 4-2 lead early in this game. But when it got dicey on defense, the Vol offense shut the door as they have so many times this season. I'm Paige Dower, and this is the Field Pass. Tennessee eclipsed 163 total home runs by the end of the day, and the party started early in the bottom of the first with Blake Burke getting his first home run since May 24th against Mississippi State. It was a 3-1 count. He sent the pitch sailing out of the park, and it got Coach Wes Carroll of Evansville talking after the game about how dangerous this lineup is.
You saw today it's very challenging to get the third out of every single inning. It just is. Whenever you got a 1-through lineup like that, it's the most dangerous lineup I've seen in my 16 years as head coach. Just what they're able to do at the barrel, their approaches at the plate.
Last week we talked about this 6th inning and how it's a productive inning for Tennessee as far as getting runs to cross the home plate. But when you have 163 home runs on the year, you're bound to have another inning that produces at a similar rate. For Tennessee, that's the 3rd inning, and it rang true today, starting with Christian Moore knocking back a 2 RBI homer 406 feet. Then up next is Billy Amick, who made it twice as nice, sailing his pitch back all the way to Evansville, 428 feet for, at the time, a new program record and 162 home runs.
Yeah, I can remember one hit up there. I hit one in BP today.
What about off Tidwell?
Oh yeah, I got Blade too. I'll send him this interview when we leave. That way, he knows I'm talking about him. But yeah, he crushed it.
If we know anything about this team, is that records rarely last longer than a couple of innings. And that was true again today. It was the bottom of the 7th, 2 on, 2 outs for Hunter Ensley, and he ropes it all the way to the 2nd row of the porches for a 3 RBI home run, his 10th on the year, and a new program record with 163 home runs for Tennessee. And he was the 4th Vol today to hit a home run. Despite it, he says he doesn't go up to the plate trying to hit a home run, but it certainly makes it easier.
Well, I think on a day like today, it was really pushing out to left field. Also, the wind was changing, seemed like every inning. So the ball was really flying, so I knew I put a good swing on it, and I knew it was going off the bat. But I think, yeah, I mean, seeing, Simo, Burke, Billy, all homer today kind of bleeds into the rest of the team. Not that we're going up there and trying to hit homers, but maybe our approach is maybe, get it up in the air a little bit more, and hopefully the wind will help us out a little bit.
And it's that kind of production that simply juices the crowd. Even for a 3 p.m. game, Vol fans had a suffocating effect.
It's definitely different. I don't feel like we're as loose as what I wanted to be. I don't feel like our dugout was as exciting and engaged, and we discussed that after the game. It was suffocating. The crowd, the atmosphere was challenging.
Now, Tennessee did most of its damage against the Aces freshman pitcher Kenton Deverman. He's also the conference's freshman pitcher of the year. Despite it, Tennessee was able to plate 8 runs against the lefty. After the game, their coach, Wes Carroll, said sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
No, you got to credit that offensive lineup and what they did, because I thought he made some good pitches. I really do. A couple calls didn't go our way on some edges, and then I think he made a couple mistakes in the meat of the plate, and you're going to pay for it. What I do know about Kenton Deverman is that he's had a remarkable season as a freshman in our program.
Now, both teams had strides of momentum today. At one point, it was tied 5-5, and at least early in the game, you thought maybe it was going to go back and forth. But the key difference was Tennessee was able to capitalize in 2-out situations, plating 5 runs. Evansville not able to capitalize in those moments. After the game, their coach, Wes Carroll, says that was a key difference maker today.
It's a tricky one because you could do everything you need to do, like Simo's first at-bat as an example. I mean, he scolded that thing, and there's nothing to show for it. So you could do everything you need to and be tough but not get good results. But I do think it was a byproduct of just toughness. We've got some skill. We got physicality throughout the lineup. They do too. They have toughness. But we kind of showed some unique situations, I think, where guys were willing to make adjustments. And a lot of times this year you can see a guy swing out of control or way too big or get frustrated with one thing that happens in the middle of the at-bat. And take himself out of it. And, it was just kind of a word that stuck out to me, so I shared it with the group out there.
You really got to credit that offense. They had, I think, 5 2-out RBI knocks, home runs or whatnot, scoring 5 runs with 2 outs, and we weren't very good with 2 outs. We weren't. We had some opportunities early that we didn't capitalize on, but Big stage, bright lights. I'm really proud of our guys going and competing.
So the top 5 of the order for Tennessee, setting the tone for the Vols, but it was Aaron Combs with ice in his veins, getting out of a bases-loaded jam, striking out the last 3 batters he faced to get Tennessee 1 win closer to securing its ticket to Omaha. I'll be back Sunday for a post-game recap if they're able to get 2 wins in a row. I'll chat with you guys on Sunday.